Hello and welcome to this short video on a very powerful time management principle, which I found very helpful for myself and which I'm using daily, and which is basically the reason why I'm shooting this video right now. So the principle for me is split planning and execution times, and don't execute while planning, and don't change plans while you're executing. Basically, I would like to give you an example because before I started with working on this video, I was immersed in a coding task, which I have been working on for 2 hours. And then the timer rang, which I set. And it would have been probably the easiest thing for me to just continue to work on that task, because it was like I was mentally and my thoughts were with that task, and shooting this video is slightly outside my comfort zone. So that's why it's harder for me to switch like the context in this manner. But I had on my day plan an item which said shoot this video today. And it was basically this principle which made me actually start to work on it. And I think it's one of the most fundamental things we have to do if we want to accomplish challenging goals, because the goals we set, they are usually slightly outside of our comfort zone. So we have to improve a little bit to actually accomplish them. That's why it's harder for us to start working on these tasks compared to the ones that we already are very comfortable with. So this principle helps you to actually execute the plans you make. Now, to give you also some practical advice about how to implement this into your routine, if you like, I would like to show you my Day Captain, which is a time planning tool I use every day. And you don't have to use anything like that. A pen and a paper is just fine. But for me, the most important thing is to set goals for each day, and then not to fall short on them, but rather execute each of the tasks, even if it's just half an hour. It's a tiny little piece of progress every day, which I want to make. So that's why it's so important to make it explicit what you would like to accomplish. Now, let me switch over to Day Captain for a moment. Okay, now the first thing is on Sunday, so at the end of the week, I create a week plan for myself, which basically is a set of tasks which I would like to work on and complete in the upcoming week. And I made up some example here. So you can see the task which I want to be working on the week. And that's the first step. So you have to know what the week is going to be about. And at the end of each day, I would do a daily planning, which basically is to derive day tasks from the week tasks. So I would go ahead and say, okay, these are my week tasks. Tomorrow, on Thursday in this case, I want to do my morning routine. I want to do my end of day routine, which is the planning. And then I also want to shoot this video, and I want to also implement a user dashboard. Now, and Spanish and piano are habits for every day. And then you can go ahead and check for each day, okay, I have the following tasks. When do I want to do them? For example, you don't have to do it, but for example, the morning routine, I know I do it right after getting up. So that would be 7 until 7:30. And the end of day routine, I do it in the evening, something like that. But you don't have to schedule them into your day. But what's very helpful is to assign some basic time boxes to them. So shoot the video time management, I would spend like 1 hour on this, for example. And the dashboard 1.5 hours, which would be some kind of deep work. So I can say I want to do it in the morning, maybe from 9 to 10:30. So, and at 10:30, I would set a timer on my phone. And when it notifies me, I know, okay, the time's up. I have different tasks on my list and I have to do them. So once the planning is done, I go in execution mode. I know I have to do all of these things, and I can hardly find any excuse for not doing them, because that's part of the principle I wanna tell you. And I feel that this is a very powerful thing, and I hear it all the time. Also, when people tell you, okay, you have to be persistent if you want to accomplish your goals, especially if they're challenging ones. And I feel that the most successful people basically learned to execute their tasks that they were planning for, no matter how they feel. And I actually heard a very wonderful quote on this, saying, "Process saves us from the poverty of our intentions," which I would interpret as, if we are like at mercy of our feelings, we probably won't work on the tasks that are the ones which are very valuable and impactful, but rather we would stick with the stuff in our comfort zone. And that's basically one of the powerful things that you can learn to execute on your plans no matter how you feel. And therefore, my principle is called slightly different. I can repeat it for you again. Split planning and execution times. Don't execute while planning, and don't change plans ad hoc while executing. I hope I could help you a little bit, or you could take away something from it. And yeah, leave some comments if you like, and see you next time for the next video. Bye bye.